I was out shoveling snow, and the neighbor.
When was this?
Monday?
Christmas? Oh, here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoveling snow here Monday, and the neighbor across over there at the other house, he looks over. He's like, "Where's the boys at?" And I'm like, "They're inside. They're busy." And I'm just out shoveling by myself. It's like making us old guys out here shoveling snow, huh? And I thought, wait, he thinks they're my children. I'm their father. And I'm like, I didn't correct him. I was like, yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm not that. Am I that beat to hell that you're my child? Because that's not the first I've heard this.
Hey.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
All right, let's start it on the story there. I was wanting that so bad. I am looking forward to the moment though that like they go and mention like, "Where's your dad at?" And I'm like, because I'm gonna lean into it. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, Daddy's inside on his chair smoking cigar." So, anyways, thank you for the podcast. This is 36, I think. So, it's yeah, I have no idea anymore. It's stupid question, stupid answer. Talking about a bunch of stupid crap. Who are we?
John
and Kyle,
Andrew,
Gerald, the snow messer upper.
Gerald, the snow messer upper.
Gerald, my daddy's named Gerald.
Because you know how people have really nice lawns where they have a nice sheet of snow, and they don't want to touch it because then they'll mess it up.
It's pristine,
very pretty. I'll show up to your house, mess it up for you, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh,
or
good.
can you like sell your services out so that I can mess up the neighbor's lawn?
No, you can, but I work free of charge.
I was about to say,
I will just show up to your house and mess up your
all
lawn.
of his profession is free. He does it for the good of the country.
Yeah,
he just loves snow angels.
Like you're just covered in all this stress, right? From how much you want to keep your lawn looking nice.
How particulate the lawn is.
I will destroy it and make it completely unrecoverable.
Unrecoverable, the whole lawn?
The whole lawn.
Until it snows again, then he has to be back.
How do you?
Then you don't have to worry about it no more.
Do you like bring a snowblower or like?
No, I'll just like flop in the snow and roll around a bunch.
Truck?
Oh, you just roll around a bit.
You know, make snow angels.
Is there like a percentage of the lawn you need to screw up, or
to the point where the person who owns the home generally chases me off?
Is there a premium service like fee you can pay?
I can like take a whiz in the snow. I mean, premium.
Well, can you do that? Can you do that first and then the snow angels?
That'll cost extra.
But I thought you were free.
Not anymore. That was a request. Especially if you're gonna pull the video camera out.
Bad Gerald. Put your rubber face in it.
hey jackass, get off my lawn. Would you like any requests? It's like, get off my lawn.
You can just
Your neighbor paid me or would have if I accepted money.
Yes, I'm doing you a public service.
You can hear him coming because you just like hear speakers blaring "Sweet Home Alabama."
Always
coming in for your lawn. Your perfect snow is mine. Sweet Home Alabama.
Birmingham, they
rolling around.
Anyways, we each bring a stupid question. So, John, what was yours?
Mm-hmm.
If you owed $1 billion, but the interest payments were so low that you only had to like pay off $1,000 a year, so something that you could manage, but you owe $1 billion, would you ever pay principal?
No, of course not.
I think this is when I entered the Squid Games.
Well, it depends. If I owe $1 billion? What did I get, or who did I murder?
That's up to you.
What
did you do? Oh, that's the second question. What did you do to owe $1 billion?
Did I get something from it? Because if I could like buy investment property,
I was going to say you could buy Louisiana.
The entire state.
Show up. Buy Louisiana.
I feel like $1 billion is a good steal price.
I own everybody in Louisiana now.
Oops. Well, it depends. Like how much was the Louisiana purchase?
Was that included?
Well, that would include more than just Louisiana.
Yeah, but it's
all
Louisiana
the
in there.
Games?
It was definitely not as much.
So, actually, no, I don't know. I would think that I'd be able to find this because the total price
For Louisiana
was $27 million, I think.
inflated from 18.
No, I'm just thinking that's, and I mean, actually, I don't even think it's all of Louisiana. That's only half of Louisiana.
It's only half.
Yeah, and that was undeveloped property. Now that there are fences and there are structures built there, it's up in price.
You got a couple of
Yeah, it's like
Foundations.
28, 29 million now.
I mean, it is,
inflated over 300 years.
it is down a little bit because it is in a floodplain, so
yeah.
that takes effect. But it's still worth more now that there are permanent structures.
Yeah, so that's only 27 million. So what are you going to do with your other 960, 70 million dollars?
Well, I'm going to move everybody out of Louisiana, make it into a wildlife preserve, just flood the entire thing.
That's going to collapse the entire economy of the United States.
No, because the economy will be held up by gator hunting.
Are you going to let people still travel to the Mississippi?
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe there'll be like a toll gate somewhere right at the border.
Are you going to put a dome over New Orleans to keep it safe?
Exactly. Well, New Orleans can survive by itself. It's always done that.
It'll be fine.
A number of people would disagree, but
Well, I'm just imagining like the Gator Empire, where you just fill the entirety of Louisiana with gators, and then you rent out buck knives and
knives not
and and a pair of boots, and you're just like, if you can come back alive with 3 gators,
So you're gonna
pay you $1 million.
You're gonna turn the entire state of Louisiana into a tourist trap.
Yes, where gators eat people.
Kyle, where are you going to get this $1 million? You already are $1 billion in debt.
Well, I'll go to Wells Fargo. They always give loans.
You're already $1 billion in debt.
But that was
going to give you money.
That was
He
from
knows the
U.S.
guy.
Bank.
No, you go to one of those like cash now places.
Yes, they always give you money.
You're like, I need $1 billion. Here's a check.
They'll be like, sure thing, sir. It's like
That's a capital.
that's
That
25% interest.
That interest rate is going to be a lot steeper than 0.0001% annually.
I want to
That's
see
no way
the.
to low anyway.
So what do you have for collateral? Louisiana.
Oh, that's significant.
That is significant.
For $1 billion, that's a lot. I'm pretty sure that
You gotta steal.
Louisiana's worth at least $2 billion.
Yeah, right.
I will.
I think the
Let's not
Saints
get ahead
are
of
worth $1
ourselves.
billion.
That's the only thing of worth.
Yeah. Nothing else. Just
Wait,
the Saints.
it's the Saints in Louisiana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
New Orleans Saints.
Oh yeah, I would.
Orleans Saints.
For some reason, my brain had New Orleans and Louisiana come to completely.
They kind of are.
We just turned the entire New Orleans Saints into the Gator Hunters. The Gator Hunters.
What's another city in Louisiana besides New Orleans?
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge is a good one.
Okay.
That is true.
And
No idea.
Poughkeepsie.
actually, if you just listed off a what was
Biloxi.
A vaguely French.
what was the one
name
from
thing.
Simpsons?
Springfield.
Springfield. There's probably Springfield there.
Ogdenville.
We're calling them out. Springfield,
Shelbyville.
Shelbyville.
There is a Shelbyville in New Orleans.
In New Orleans?
Well, now there's
New Orleans.
Town within the city.
and now
Very
there's
small. It's relegated to a small corner shop on the corner of 108th and 28th.
I've closed all cities and named them all Kyoville.
No,
They didn't.
I think Shelbyville is a rough and tumble name.
Yes, they're all out of lemons. Because they're one lemon.
I
juice.
So that was what I would do with my money. What about you guys?
I could see me blowing all the money and having nothing to show for it by trying to develop talking animals. Like, I would just, I want to make chimeras. Like, I want to make the hamster that can, dance.
I feel like you could blow
So-
it.
Yeah, they had a whole website.
They did, but I want to make
the 90s.
real dancing hamsters.
Well, I mean, if
Tap dance and wear little shoes.
if the U.S. government can burn $385 million on researching how crabs and lobsters walk, you can do it. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that's science.
That's researching how. You still got to pay for the do. We have figured out how to do it, but
That's what
I'm
I'm
out of
saying.
money.
He has the power.
It's the difference between science and technology.
Yes. Yeah.
Science is figuring out how does this work, and technology is, can I do this?
Is this useful for the U.S.
I feel like
U.S. government?
if I ever managed to create a cow that could talk, there'd be so many meat packing industries that'd be like, no.
They would assassinate
very
that
much
cow.
effort to
You
assassinate that
spend
cow.
$1 billion to develop talking animals. Mm-hmm. And you
would
have
attempt.
nothing to show for
Nothing
it.
to show for it.
Except for $1,000 in debt every year.
And a friend, sheep named Greg, who has my back.
Wait, Greg?
Yeah, Greg the sheep.
Not Sean?
Nope.
Well, Sean's been taken. That's
Yeah,
that's
that's
IP
right.
already.
Okay. Dolly's already taken.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lambo is already taken.
Greg's the good name for sheep.
Greg's a good name. I like Greg.
Yes.
Yeah, so
And
that's where
Bobby.
all my
I think-
money's gone.
I think Bobby the sheep is also a good one.
I would never pay that money back.
No.
Well, if you're only having to pay
No, the
$1,000 a year,
No, I don't have that. All my
worth a
friends
year
are
is solid.
animals. I am Dr. Doolittle in it. I got nothing.
How much do you get in wool a year?
He doesn't let me have any.
He's an independent contractor. Friends.
I was like, can I sell your wool? He's like, can I sell your hair? And like we were at a standoff ever since.
And then he goes,
I only got so much left. Well, I only got so much left too. Yeah.
Who will eat who first? That's the real question.
Yeah, that's true.
then Greg goes to the kitchen, makes himself some pancakes. Mm-hmm. Just, oh, that smells good. You should make your own.
Make your own. These are my pancakes. Exactly.
Greg is a terrible house guest.
Terrible roommate.
Terrible roommate.
No, he's stopped being a house guest after month 6.
What about you, Argo?
you know that one place online where you can, it's definitely a scam, but you can buy spend like $10, $20 to become a lord in and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna blow $1 billion on small plots, and I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna be like,
Peasants,
Get out
pay
of
your
my-
tithes.
because I think if I owned enough of it, I could like have majority stake, and it's mine, right?
Wait, majority stake in England?
No, it wasn't.
He's just
England.
trying to buy Louisiana.
It was in Ireland or something, or Sweden. I can't remember what it was.
Scotland.
Ireland, Sweden.
One of those European
That's not
places.
even remotely the same place or on the same
Poland or
continent.
Croatia.
Literally not the same continent. Well,
No,
it's a continent.
it was
New Zealand.
It was the thing where it was a company that was trying to make you. It says that due to some weird law mumbo jumbo, you could spend $20 to own a 1x1 foot piece of land, and according to the law, it made you a lord.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that whole thing's a scam.
Oh yes, it is 100% a scam.
Yes.
Kind of. The way that they word it is it could be like an escape clause for it. Technically, though, you own it from the owner.
Yeah,
You do
so
not
you
own
don't
it from
own
the
it.
government, meaning you are not a lord of it. The
Yes.
people that own that land are lords and ladies, not you. So
You lease it. You
but
sublease
they
the
plant
land.
trees for you.
Yes.
So that's the other thing with it. But anyways,
Carbon credits.
But if I bought, but technically from them, you own it. So if I bought $1 billion worth, for one,
You
I'm
can just
going to
go-
kick them out.
You can just go over there and buy an actual plot of land.
Well, it's not fun
Yeah.
because these ones you get little certificates and they're going to print every single one.
those- you
I
want
want
those
them framed.
certificates.
I want them framed. I'm going to build my house out of these.
Then you'd have a seat in the House of Lords.
Yes. And you could see, and they're like, what is your proof? Look around you.
This entire building is made of my stakeholding.
Would you like to see the third floor?
I'm just imagining you go into Parliament. Just, I am now a lord. I'm gonna vote on a bill. That's not how our government works.
I still have money left over.
Well, I'll be a lobbyist too then.
Was that yours? Be a lobbyist?
I'll be a lobbyist for myself.
With $1 billion.
Can you just walk into the U.S. House of Commons and be like, I would like to lobby for myself, please?
I'd like to buy a
Well,
senator.
I don't think that's how lobbying works. You can't be like lobby.
Well, how does it work? Oh, I think you start shaking a big wad of money.
Yeah, you have to
and
go to
lobby,
Hobby-
lobby,
You have to go to Hobby Lobby.
It's like $100 bill, but it's all one.
Hobbyist, lobbyist.
Yeah.
I would like to
You can
buy
trick them.
a share of McDonald's. Lobbyist.
For buying a share of McDonald's.
No,
One whole share, please.
oh no, I don't. I mean, it's smoozing. That's the main thing. It's
Yeah.
smoozing and providing a narrative to them that is beneficial to your company.
Networking.
Yeah, and
Sounds
yeah,
hard.
No, lobbyists are stupid. I don't care which side they're on, whether there's something I agree with or not. Lobbyists are stupid. You should be about good things, not money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not about money, John. Though apparently I am $1 billion in debt. So
$1 billion in debt.
I think we're all in debt to John.
So John, what is yours then?
The moon.
You're
You're
gonna
going to buy the moon.
You're gonna buy the moon.
The moon can't be contracted.
No one owns it, so I'm going to spend $1 billion getting there and laying claim.
I've got like 6
I'm gonna
flags.
send lawyers
You're
to
gonna
the moon.
you're gonna get up there and you're gonna kick over the American flag. That's definitely not an American flag. It's just white now.
The first.
I'm just gonna homestead
The moon surrendered.
Yeah, just homestead the moon.
Yep.
Just build a log cabin.
Out of moon logs.
Yes, moon log.
It was first was Neil Armstrong, then Buzz Aldrin, then the lawyers came.
Started writing their contracts.
One small step for
Me.
for litigation.
According to Section 5.2-3, my foot has been placed upon this rock.
It's like, under what law? Moon law. We've written it.
We pre-written it.
Yes, every resident of the moon has agreed to this clause, but no one. I live there.
What are you talking? That's how the United States accidentally quote unquote nukes the moon right where the lawyers are. They're just like, oh wait, nothing of value was lost.
That's how like all countries started at some point. Is somebody just went there and be like, this is mine now. So like you could go to the moon and be like, this is mine now. And if governments were like, well, no, and be like, so
I'm gonna blow up
like,
the moon then.
So
Squatters' rights. Squatters' rights.
though, like, when it comes to the definition of
It's on the moon. You'll run out of air sometime. You want to bet?
no, when it comes to the definition of a country, the only real definition is that other countries believe you are a country.
Yes.
Yes, no one else borders me.
So you just got to
True,
start
except for
lobbying.
the Earth.
You got
There's no border there.
There's a lot of space.
Yes.
to put up a wall.
Space.
Oh,
Intergalactic ocean.
Moon wall.
I want to claim the space between the moon and Earth. That's mine.
Oh, that's actually that's
Yeah.
smart.
You're like, this is my space. Wait,
every
moon. Stop
You
moon.
satellite.
just got a toll booth right between the moon and the
Starlink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge a toll for you to go between the Earth and Moon. That's mine.
But
get it?
But what? Okay, but then the moon goes around.
Yeah,
So
I don't know that space.
It's in geosynchronous orbit.
Yeah, the wall moves.
Yeah.
the wall. So you're gonna just have to keep moving your thing. I think the geosynchronous
Yeah,
orbit
in
is
orbit.
between there two, right?
There's just it is, yes, but there's just a foot, like a foot thick, but it's an entire sphere around the Earth that you own, and then
Yeah.
you just have a gigantic laser that you've bought
When I
that
have like a-
shoots anything that gets them.
I'm gonna have a kiosk. I'm gonna have a kiosk out there between the Earth and the Moon. It's just gonna be sitting there. It's gonna be basically the size of a photo booth.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna be sitting in that thing, and spaceships will come by, and they'll have to pay me like $20.
What if they go around?
$20 bucks. That's
20
pretty
bucks.
steep. What if they're
Yeah.
carrying cargo?
Then it's like 25.
What if they don't
That's fair.
stop?
That's a really fair price.
Yeah. What if they
Yeah.
go around?
They can't.
What if they just go
What if they go ahead to where the moon's going to be and wait?
Whoa.
My whole business plan.
Oh no! It's coming apart.
I didn't think of orbiting.
Unlike the rest of you, I'm going to pay down the principal. Because someday I'm going to pay off that moon, and it's going to be mine free and clear.
Well, I mean, if you sell enough H3, then yeah.
Well, I want to see how that like mortgage contract works. Like, what is your address? The moon.
It just says the moon underscore.
Well,
yes.
Like, this moon is owned technically by U.S. Bank.
Well, we tried to get an estimate on your property value based on neighbors, but you're on the moon, so that doesn't work.
That's just when the aliens come out of the moon's surface and they're like, you can't freaking live. We already have this.
I feel like one of the people who bought like one of those certificates to buy a star in the sky is gonna be like, nah, I for $20 I got this certificate that says the moon is mine, and then you're gonna have to fight him.
Wait, Kyle brings up a point,
battles.
though. If something lives on the moon, is that an alien?
Yes.
It's
alien from Earth.
I think the
The
definition
moon
of
is pretty much
well,
Earth.
yeah, but you could say that
it's not.
somebody is an alien to America when they come in. So alien is really just anybody outside of any frame of reference. So if you're saying it as an alien, you could say, oh, an alien because they're not on Earth. But then you could say, oh, well, if we were like a species that's spread amongst the whole solar system and we found other life there, maybe they wouldn't be alien anymore because from our solar system perspective.
So it's like barbarian, just no judgment on technology or technological level.
Unless they're butts, then they're aliens.
Yeah.
So if someone's from a parallel Earth, are they also an alien?
What do you mean by parallel Earth?
Like parallel universes, but Earth, but a different universe.
Yeah, like
Yes.
the Earth where everyone wears hats.
Well,
Is that an
because
alien?
then we're technically the same, but we're
Well,
not.
we could be vastly different.
No, if it's a different Earth, but everyone wears hats, are they aliens?
Boy,
Yes.
Kyle.
Kyle. Are you an alien from parallel dimension where everyone wears hats?
No.
That was
Even
definitely-
though
If you were, would you be an alien?
I
If I
vote
was-
him off the
it-
ship.
if I take off the hat, everyone will be surprised. So we can just stop the conversation right there.
Wait,
We'll find the little man underneath.
It's like that. It's like the which Men in Black was it, where his face just unfolds into a
This-
robot?
I think it's the first-
Tiny
it was the
little
first one.
alien.
Number
Was it
one.
the first one?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was the guy that they. Oh no, there was the other. I thought about the guy that got shot in the face, but that was different.
Yeah.
But yeah, the man, the little middle man,
yeah.
The metal man.
the bachelor man.
The metal man.
Well, anyways, Kyle, what was your question then?
Oh, I gotta look it up. I looked at it right now, but I'm.
You're looking up your own question.
I am looking at my own question because I have a ton of them actually.
You could
Oh, actually,
choose
yes.
one. Okay, no.
If you could choose one. So if there was an AI that was advanced enough to govern the country or the world, would you trust it?
Yes. Because I
What do
feel
you
like
mean
computers working off an algorithm could make better decisions than people.
what do you mean advanced enough to run the country?
Like, well, I mean, like you aren't going to take an AI that runs like language translation. You're going to pick an AI that can figure out economics.
I would like
if you just have a bird.
Nobody can figure out economics. That's
Well, if it's a self-learning AI,
no, it's impossible.
No, but Kyle, if you just had one of those drinking birds that just kept pressing the
Yes, the S button?
the S button,
Yeah.
would that be an AI that could run the country?
Well, that's not it.
I guess it depends on how long the country lasts. at
I
that
think
point.
I would like a person listening to data provided to them by an algorithm AI.
Yeah, well,
That's what I would like.
That's every
So
politician
YouTube.
now.
yeah,
yes.
that's people looking at data.
but I
and
want
then
them
being
to
like,
actually listen to
Hillary
it.
Clinton.
No, that's going too far.
Actually
Politicians are
listening
about
to
saying, yes, that sounds like a good idea, but that man over there just gave me $1,000.
Yes.
the AI is bribing the politician.
No, not the AI. The people telling them not to listen to the AI.
No, I don't think I would, because an AI would more than likely only find the most efficient way to do things.
Yes.
And it might involve like, well, all these people, if they weren't there, we'd be much
Yeah.
better off.
I-
So if we just get rid of that, that is literally the most efficient decision.
Accidental.
I like the AI providing that information, but I also plan B, please.
No, that's what it says.
the AI has
It has the nuke codes.
I keep going back
What
to
is
the
it? What is the AI
episode
the new codes?
of the episode of Love, Death, and Robots of the yogurt. Where
Yes, yeah.
Here's the 5-year plan for universal peace and harmony. If you deviate from this at all, you'll all be screwed. But if you follow it to the letter,
In 1 year.
1 year. And they didn't follow it.
Immediately.
immediately
Boom.
didn't follow
That's
it.
why we moved to Ohio.
Yep.
Yep.
What do they want? Ohio.
That was a really good short for that.
It was a good short, yeah. I just figure like if you're gonna be taking an AI and then taking actual directions from an AI,
Well, okay, are
you're
we
just
talking-
releasing yourself to something you have no idea.
Are you
how it
talking
works.
AI or machine learning?
Well, I mean,
those-
I'm thinking of an actual artificial
Yeah,
intelligence,
'cause-
not just a machine learned algorithm.
All AI, at least that is in the term used today, is machine learning. It's not AI.
Well, I'm thinking more of like the thing that somebody accidentally created in the garage because they had a machine learning robot, but they had it self-replicate its own,
They did this
internal
by
function.
accident?
Yeah, I mean it's possible.
Like, oops, I accidentally created artificial
Well,
intelligence.
if you write the correct sequence of code to have it self-replicate its own knowledge, like its own intelligence,
I feel like somebody's watched weird
fair-
science too many times.
A fair percentage of
Yeah.
life is created by accident.
Yeah.
In the back of a car.
Yes.
in the back of the car.
in the back of an old Honda.
This isn't Gattaca.
Is this how the AI was born, in the back back of a Hyundai.
It was on a hard drive mixing
The
with
back
everybody.
of a Tesla.
It was a hot night.
Yes, it was
Back
charging.
of a Tesla.
Yes. No, they connected the Wi-Fi or the landline instead of the
Oh
power
my God.
cord.
I imagine the guy in the garage like, yes, so I originally created this so I could do DoorDash orders for me, but now it controls government.
Yes,
I mean,
it watched
yeah.
The West Wing every episode, and now it can be president.
We watched it 1,400 times a day.
I wrapped a bunch of wires around this Barbie doll, and now it's like just dominating humanity.
Wait a second. It's not 35 years old. It can't be president.
No, I feel like
Less than 48 milliseconds old, technically its own timeline.
I feel like anything that it comes with like government, that there is no such thing as a right answer. It's all just about figuring out which is an answer that has the best chance of maybe being good. But almost any decision has a negative to some group.
So you would say no to the question. Then. You would.
I
not
would say
trust the
no
AI.
because the AI is more than likely going to always just go towards the option that has the best chance of success.
I would hope the
When-
people in charge are using the AI, though.
No, because if he's saying that that's the one in charge, and you just do what it says, would we be better off? Maybe, but there would also be some people that would more than likely be horribly disadvantaged because it just isn't worth it to advantage them in any
I
way.
guess that depends on the goal of the AI, what its set parameters are.
But most of America would love it then, or like if we're saying America, like they would love it because the people that are benefiting from it wouldn't care about any of the others being hurt.
Unless the parameters for the AI were set to benefit them as well. Like
But
it
no,
had
but
to be all or nothing.
But there's no such thing.
But I mean, like if you
can't.
if you were to set
Well,
if you were to set an
there's no
AI
perfect
to, well, I'm saying like if you were
solution,
to
no.
set an AI to say help humanity thrive until it reaches its pinnacle, whatever that may be, whatever the AI
40K.
determines that to be.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like,
What
well,
happens once
we,
it reaches
we need to
its
make sure that
pinnacle?
every single human flesh bag thing does as much work as fast as possible with the least amount of death. Maybe.
I do like the idea of like when it reaches its pinnacle and suddenly like humanity has reached its pinnacle and then the government just goes blue screen.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit.
We don't know how to do anything
The
ourselves.
golden age of mankind ended when our CPU said, fuck it. and died.
What?
Fuck it, you're good. Just keep going.
Government says dumping RAM. How do we dump RAM?
The training
What does
wheels
that
came
mean?
off, and we immediately skidded across the asphalt.
Call the farmers. Dump them. Dump the RAMs.
I just like the idea of humanity being in its the golden age of everything. Like there's like material replication. Nobody goes hungry. Everybody is like living in paradise. And then the computer shuts off, and they were just like,
Rondo.
we need to worship the computer, even though it's dead. And they start
And
killing
that's
each
40K.
other. It's 40K.
I'm just thinking of the movie At World's End.
Oh,
The
yeah.
whole thing, we've got an AI, we've given you the internet, we've given you computers, we've given you everything. Well, you're telling us what to do, so fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll leave. And then all the technology just shuts off and you're back into the dark ages and it's,
Yep.
well, at least we're free. Fuck you,
I
aliens.
didn't need those microwaves anyways. Yeah, That World's End is a great movie. I did like that movie a lot.
And then
Yeah,
it's
it was
just watching like the candy wrapper blow away in the wind.
Yep.
Twinkies.
I miss them so.
Oh, I would.
But yeah, that was my question.
Refined sugar. I haven't had that in, for a decade.
Well, you can still make booze.
Yes,
Yeah, that's easy.
Yes.
but no rum.
Well, no, you could do this distillery.
Yeah, but you need sugar there.
You can make sugar.
You can make sugar from beets.
You don't need technology for sugar.
You need farming equipment that can grow sugar.
Yeah.
You don't need computers in that farming
I'm
equipment.
pretty sure that sugar existed like 200 years ago before smartphones.
Yeah, because we had slavery.
Well,
That is not true. There was random wild sugar. Come on.
Well, yes, but
Yeah,
they
not
used
enough that
slavery
you could
too.
Not enough that you could have rum
No, that's
in
that- well,
England.
no, that's why you kill people for your rum sugar.
Okay, we also had murder.
that's why you have to just find a bunch of people that can work for you for free.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Instead of
Wait.
a robot overlord who is making sure that everyone is treated equitably,
Rum sugar.
Yeah. we have.
But before, I was at the bottom of the totem pole. Now I'm at the sugar.
Now I'm at the rum.
Yes.
The rum top.
Rum top.
We'll all be working the fields.
Yeah.
For the AI. Yeah.
But everyone gets machetes, so.
Don't do nothing stupid, or else the AI will get you.
How do you make a machete without a computer?
No, you need a machete to harvest sugar cane.
How do you make the AI knows how to make all weapons? They're defenseless.
Like we need machetes. Okay, well take a trip to Walmart. Wait, they don't have registers.
You're just like, how do you defend yourself? And there's just a field full of rocks and just like screaming, I don't know.
That turns dark.
Yes.
A little bit.
Speaking of rock, for my question, I just had thought of like, how does the two birds one stone thing work?
What do you
Like-
mean? You hit two birds with one stone.
How?
There's two birds in a
It's a lucky
line. You hit
bounce,
them at
yeah.
the same time, or you got a big rock and it covers.
You got a
both.
big rock.
No.
Okay.
They're not on a line. It's definitely a rebound. So you hit one,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
it's a glancing blow, and it just manages to fall long enough to hit another bird.
I was
I'm
thinking.
just imagining like pheasants, where you have one, you scare one and it starts flying, and you have one in the bush, and you just chuck a rock, you hit the one, and then the rock just
Right on the other one.
hits the other one.
What if you just take two birds and start bashing them against the rock?
Yeah,
That
but then
also
why do you
would
need
that would also
I would-
clarify.
I was thinking instead you just figure out where they live, and then in the middle of the night you sneak into their house
okay.
and you just whack.
you just whack them?
You just whack them with your stone. Like I can't think of a situation
Why do
where.
you need a rock then? You just strangle them.
Yeah.
Well,
Use the pillow.
Well, you can't say two birds, one strangle.
No, one pillow. One pillow.
Two birds, one pillow.
Imagine you walk into a room and there's
what a pigeon sounds.
That's turkey.
there's Big Bird and there's Tweety Bird, and you only have one rock, but they're both sleeping.
They're both canaries.
Yeah.
They're both canaries.
Well, like, but if you do that, like, if you go and take the one rock and like whack one, and
Yeah.
then you whack the other, technically that's two instances.
are
it's
you
one rock.
are you confident that you could kill Big Bird before he wakes up and kills you?
No, he's huge.
No, you couldn't. You hit him with a rock. He'd wake up. He's been to Vietnam. He'll take you out.
No, a cinder block to the face. I think you could take him out.
What
I don't know. Big Bird's
a
Big
big
Bird's
rock.
been in some
You
shit.
need a big rock.
would it count?
big rock.
If the bird was flying and pregnant.
That would also count.
That would
yeah.
be
Yeah.
eggs. That would be counting chickens before they hatch.
birds with
Although
fair-
John's
fair
correct,
point.
you'd
He
be
is.
counting
Chickens.
fowl before you.
For they even-
Or if there was a bunch of babies in a nest and you like hit the nest off.
Yeah, no, that's,
This is getting
that's-
dark.
That's like 3 or 4 birds. With
Yeah,
one
but
stone.
like,
Yeah, that's getting-
but
that's
the
getting
whole
dark.
analogy to me didn't make much sense. Like, I can understand two birds, one stone, sure, but like,
it's doing one thing to like.
I
cover
know,
two
I know that
bases.
makes sense, but I'm trying to think of the instance where you threw a stone
And you hit two birds.
and
Well,
no, you hit one bird and then it went like hit another bird, and you're like, wait, like I wouldn't be thinking about like, oh, that was cool. Like I'd be like, holy crap, I better got that recorded.
Now
I'm going on TikTok.
Now I'm just thinking
Go on
that two
TikTok.
birds shouldn't live in glass houses.
It's
Yeah,
true.
because people throwing stones at them all day.
Yeah.
apparently.
All the goddamn time.
I'm just like, who was out there one day and like came up with that analogy? Because did somebody throw a stone and literally killed two birds and was like, huh, that would work going forward?
Who
No,
was
I'm
throwing
mad
lots
as
at
a
birds?
Yeah, that's also the question.
No, like
I'm
that
imagining
was a
two-
pretty popular hunting technique once upon a
Just
time.
throwing
Was just to
stones?
grab a rock.
Yeah, with the
you see a bird in a
sling.
tree, you chuck a rock at it.
I
You don't
thought
even need a
that-
sling. You just need a good arm.
I thought that's how you picked
I
up
would have
chips.
figured a sling, yeah.
I'm imagining two quails. So kind of small, kind of ground birds,
Yeah.
and then you chase them, and then you chase them kind of into a gully, and they're like the man and the wife are just kind of hugging each other, and then you just lift up a boulder.
oh no!
Smush.
I like how
like
John's like, we're
They
going
were
dark.
Worth it.
John's like, we're going dark. So I pulled it away, and John's like, wait. Pull it back.
You don't take the
You
entire
spare the children
John. You don't
because
take
you need
the
a breakfast.
They need to come back for revenge one day, and there's spin-off
John, you don't make pate with the entire bird all together.
But quails don't make pate.
you could.
You make pate by torturing a goose over several months.
You could torture a pheasant.
Yeah, but you don't do that with a rock, and you can't do two at once.
I feel like you're not trying hard enough.
How do you force feed a goose? How do you force feed two geese with one rock?
Wait, are you just feeding
threat?
these rocks? What happened?
It's the threat, John. It's not. You're not feeding them the rock. You're feeding them the fear of the rock.
You must break the bread.
Keep eating, but I'm full. Okay.
So, like Michael brought up before, so if you have one rock and you like beat one bird and then beat another bird, okay, it's two birds with one stone. But that's like saying like if I like ran into two deer at the same time with my car, I'd be like, two birds, one stone,
One car.
But if I hit one deer and then I go a mile down the road and hit another, is that not similar to than what Michael
too much
said?
of a distance.
Well, okay, so what if I like go and like beat the one bird and then go like to another bird a little bit away? Like, is there a time difference?
It has to be. It has to be within the same amount of momentum. Like if you
Within
throw
the same momentum.
Yeah, in the
Like
same momentum. If
one
you throw
swing.
a rock and the rock hits something and then hits another thing before it stops moving, then that's.
I know, but
two
what if you have it in
birds,
your
one stone.
hand?
Okay, to put it in a
You're like,
more
what?
realistic scenario, passenger pigeons. You have a huge flock of birds. Like you've got 10,000 birds just in one big swarm, and then you take a sling and you throw a rock into that huge crowd of birds.
Well, that's their fault.
Yeah, you're gonna hit more than one.
Yeah.
That's two birds, one stone.
Well, yeah, but that
Maybe
first
three.
one's going to eat all the momentum. That second one's just going to get a little bop to the head.
They're tiny birds. Not
Yeah,
rocks
it's-
move
it's
fast.
done.
It's
It's stunned. You walk over, pick it up.
Oh, well, now
You got a
that's,
second one.
that's one bird, one strangle.
Yeah, I thought he was like. I thought he was peppering the bird. Like,
It's how you get the fresh pepper.
yeah.
The fresh meat comes out when you grind the bird.
You just got to keep twisting the neck.
okay. Well, this guy.
Again,
Well, I mean, the question itself was
murdering.
meant to be about murder, but yes,
No,
bird murder.
it's about two of anything.
Murder.
Murder.
He's a murderer. A murderer.
A double homicide
Yeah. Double birdicide.
using my rock. Oh, well, okay. Michael, what was your question then?
All right. My question is this: Tinkerbell, Peter Pan. Everyone knows her. When she sprinkles her fairy dust on you, and you think happy thoughts, you fly. But what if you thought other thoughts? What would the fairy dust do?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
That's what the fairy does.
Like my thought is like, what if somebody started thinking about like P.F. Chang's and how delicious it is while they're on the fairy dust?
That's a happy thought.
It is a happy thought, but it's a very specific thought.
No.
And I'm just thinking maybe like, man, I sure am hungry right now. It's like, don't think about that. No, but I'm delicious I want some P.F. Chang's, and then they just turn to goo. Because that's what the
I feel like you're making up rules for something.
Yeah,
No,
you're adding
dude,
context.
I want all of you to add stipulations.
No.
That's what I want you to do.
No,
works.
What do you mean question time? No.
So Michael's question isn't how does it work? It's if you would adjust fairy dust so that a different type of thought would do something different.
Yes.
What would you add?
So, okay,
Yeah.
you're saying happy thoughts are for flying.
For flying, yes. That's established.
So, okay, so if I just started getting really depressed.
yeah. Like, if you started, like, don't think about your head exploding.
No, that's not
Then your head will
happy
explode.
thoughts is an
Depression
emotion.
would turn you invisible.
It's an emotion. It's also just a thought.
No, it's an emotion. You can't. Okay, Michael.
Okay.
Without
Does the emotion
without
have to be tied to it?
No, well, if you can't have a happy thought without something specific. How do you have an unspecific happy thought?
What do you,
How does that work?
What do you mean non-specific? You just think of happy things.
What is a happy thing?
What is the happy
puppies.
thing?
That's a
That's a
specific thing.
Yes.
But it doesn't have to just be puppies.
But anything you think of is a multitude of specific things.
Now, if you start thinking about like last week's, somebody's just trying to.
I forgot. Anyway.
But like, if somebody just like started thinking about like, man, that wrestling match last week was pretty quick, and Peter Pan like, don't think about that, and then they just like fart loudly because that's what the fairy dust does.
But that you would think that before the fairy dust, you would have to sign a contract stating you will not use it with any of
I
these.
feel like Peter Pan doesn't care about contracts.
Here is your fairy dust, for you can fly, but first you must accept the terms and conditions.
He's a child. He doesn't think that far ahead. He's a child using exotic substances that have mind-altering effects. So, to go back to Michael's intended question,
Yes.
happy thoughts equals flight. What thoughts, what effect?
Yes.
Go, Argo.
I would go with emotions.
Okay.
So I would say like if I had like depressive thoughts, it makes gravity stronger for everybody else.
Just
if the one makes me fly,
everyone else.
yeah. So if when I think positive, I fly.
Yeah.
And when I think negative, everybody gets screwed.
Yeah, Bruce would bring you down.
So like if I want to, I'm gonna rob a bank, and I'm like, yeah, I hate that Bruce. He's butt.
Yeah,
and then everybody's like, Arr.
They all get squished.
Stupid Bruce.
Yeah. So do I need like a mirror with this fairy dust too?
What do you need mirror?
In a credit card? Hey, I'm depressed.
That's how you get maximum fairy dust.
You inhale it.
I'm definitely gonna fly.
Take it back. You skank ass bitch over here. Here's my powder.
Well, yeah.
So what are you doing, Kyle?
Me?
Yeah. What are you thinking of that's causing something
emotion-
to happen?
Whatever emotion that I can have that would make everyone else start to float uncontrollably.
Float? That's flying.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Flying.
So you're just happy thoughts.
No,
like-
his emotional state affects other people.
Yeah.
Okay. So it just makes everybody else float, but
Yeah.
not you.
So self-consciousness?
Something like that.
Just
yeah.
everyone else needs to leave.
Everybody else will start to leave.
See, in my mind, I like Peter
I'll let
Pan,
you down if you give me $20.
I like the
I'll
idea
make me
that,
happy.
that Peter Pan just tells you, like, think happy thoughts and you can fly. But don't think about the disc filmography of Sylvester Stallone. Don't think about it. I like the small child's off in the corner and they're just sitting there and all of a sudden they just burst.
No, if you think about Sylvester
I
Stallone.
told you not to think about that.
Now, my thought, if you think about Sylvester Stallone movies, you start slowly doing the splits, even if you're not physically capable of it.
No.
Like Michael, if you were told you can have this house for free.
Okay.
And you can live
I'll
there
take
for free
it.
for your whole life. But there's this one room and you can never open the door. It's unlocked.
Yeah.
You can never open the door.
What's going to happen if I open the door?
You don't get to live there.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Huh?
You don't get to live there anymore.
That's Bluebeard.
Would you? You would open that door, wouldn't you?
I'd probably just like drywall it off.
No.
I mean, I would probably brick it off. Yeah.
I mean, there is a room in this house that's essentially
Right
just
there.
drywall.
It's right there.
Well, that's brick, but that over there,
You know,
I
I
have
can
no
see
idea.
it being like, they said me, like, Kyle, go check out what's in that door.
That is the story of Bluebeard.
You open it up.
Yeah, Bluebeard.
Nobody's watching, but you open up the door and you're like watching around the corner, and there's just a big flash of light and a scream, and then there's nothing.
There's just no Kyle.
There's no count.
And then Kyle just walks out later and he's just like, dude, there was so much stuff.
Dude, there was so
I'm
much.
always surprised that no one has heard of Bluebeard.
Is that the story though? Don't open that door?
The story of Bluebeard is a sea captain finds a wife, pays her fare, says no dowry, I'm going to set her up in my mansion with all these servants. Great marriage. She's really happy. He says, okay, we're going to have a great life together. I'm going to be away at sea for long periods of time, but when I'm here, and even when I'm away, you can have anything that you want. I'm rich. Just don't open that door.
Yeah, that's the setup if there ever was one.
Yeah. And she has a great life. And then she opens the door and sees on the other side of that door is everyone else who opened that door. And then he comes home and he knows she opened that door. And then she goes on the other side of that door. And he finds a new wife.
Yeah, but she got lots of friends.
Lots of dead friends.
Yeah.
No, they're
story.
dead.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh, I thought they're all just hanging out in there. And they're like, oh, yay, new friend. Yay, we're going to do each other's hair, do nails. But
He's
no,
looking for the wife that actually
Actually
trusts
listens.
him. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they're all listening until they don't.
That's
Yeah.
give
They had a
somebody-
great life, a great marriage. Everyone was happy. And then they opened the door.
But it was really nice. Phillies. It was right. It was on the way to the kitchen.
juice time.
There was a weird smell coming from it.
Not in
Okay,
this
I
class.
guess we did finish maybe Michael's question, and I know Kyle did bring
Oh, but I do not have a glass to put it in. I am not putting it in this glass.
Drain off the whitish liquid in your glass and we'll
Drain it off where?
into your mouth.
So Kyle brought this one time before. It's juice, Joose. How much did this cost you?
It cost me $1.88.
And for a giant can, and this is screwdriver flavored.
It's called screwdriver. It's malt liquor screwdriver flavor.
Oh, It's orange, so I'm going to assume it's orange.
I'm just gonna let the three of you enjoy
the can
it. Here, I'll
says
just
premium malt beverage with natural flavors and FD&C yellow number 5, and I don't know what that means.
I'll
Number
just
5 is
take,
my
I'll just
favorite.
take what's left in the can.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is there a lot? Oh God!
You said it. So yeah, you brought this once before. I think it was the blackberry,
Hold on.
It was the blackberry.
and that stuff was definitely bad. But
I also have to answer
Oh, it
Michael's
doesn't smell
question.
good.
this, this smells like one of those orange ices.
No, it smells like. Do you know that wood varnish that smells like orange?
I don't know of I don't sniff varnish. Did you drink it, Sean?
I did. And wood varnish is an appropriate description.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
I'd also use the word lacquer.
Oh yeah.
Try this.
Oh,
Oh yeah. That's,
where's the orange?
No, there's definitely orange in there,
it's
but
like orange pine sol if I ever to drink that.
yeah.
It smelled more of orange than it tasted. Like,
Oh,
If there was
It leaves that greasy film on the inside of your mouth like you shouldn't have had
it
this.
tastes like I should be refinishing wood.
Yes. It like you've sanded something down and you're putting down lacquer.
Like I want a pine flavor to be part of this
yeah.
because it seems like it's missing.
yeah, I think what it's missing is pine sol.
this
It's
is
literally just pine.
this
Yeah.
is what it, like if they like let's turn Tang into an alcoholic beverage. That's what this is.
Kind
It does
of.
not taste like that.
Most booze or something, it's the aftertaste that's the best, like getting it to linger. This,
Oh,
It doesn't linger.
it gets worse.
damn. That's awful.
That is.
Yeah.
The blackberry.
Another
is good compared.
successful garbage can from the local liquor store.
The blackberry one was drinkable.
Yeah,
This is
I admit.
different.
While I don't particularly remember the blackberry one. I don't remember it being good, but it
Yeah.
didn't taste like varnish for a
Lacquer.
table.
This is 14% too.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
14%
By volume. I love that it has to add by
It's
volume.
so high.
At least it doesn't. There was something sketchy written on the other can. Like it didn't actually say anything about it being edible, but this one actually says with
Potable.
natural flavors in FNDC, yellow number 5. Like
You
it,
still have to answer Michael.
flavored malt.
Oh, no,
liquor.
Oh,
you have
John,
to.
John still hasn't answered me.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
No, we can still talk about the lacquer that we've been shellacking our tongues with. But,
This is your fairy dust.
Answer me, John.
but the answer is, well, whenever you feel high, you don't have to pay taxes or obey any laws.
There you go.
As long as you're high,
The fairy does.
the laws don't apply to you.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Good fairy dust
Wait,
powers.
I'm talking about like we're doing all funny stuff. You're like, I'm taking advantage of this shit.
Yes, gonna use this fairy
I'm-
dust as
When I
advantage.
smoke this fairy dust, my $1 billion debt is gone.
No, it's going to come back, but all the legal stuff.
Fairy dust will wear off.
The legal stuff.
Yeah.
You know-
Like that
Yeah.
man stole $1 billion. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing.
That he was on fairy dust.
You know,
There's a stipulation in the law.
Yes. That man stole horses. 30 of them.
Oh, yep. But did you read section D? It says there, if you're on fairy dust.
No, cattle rustling. Can't. No. They're his now.
Yep. No, just get a little bit of fairy dust on the cows. They
I'm
don't
a
fly
mutant.
away because cows are always thinking happy.
you know what's in the juice? Fairy dust.
It feels like there's something in there.
you guys all start floating away and flying, and I'm like, happy thoughts, and then I just burst into flames. I started thinking about Sylvester Stallone films again.
Well, anyways, so John, you said you had some stuff.
Oh yes, I remember this.
Some trivia?
Yeah, you said you had some trivia to bring up.
Move on from whatever this is.
Yep.
Beer.
We
And
have time for a couple.
I have 15.
Well, we'll see how fast they go.
Go back to drinking this lager here.
They're easy, medium, and hard. And all of these are based on games.
All right.
Video games?
No, just games.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see.
Well,
Like,
we'll see that.
So
let's
who
cover-
wants easy, who wants medium, who wants hard?
I'll take easy.
I want questions about stick and hoop. Instead of games.
No.
give me the hard ones.
Okay, Michael gets medium.
Okay.
But we'll start with Kyle, and then we'll see who wins.
Or Kyle gets
Wait.
easy.
I want to go back.
So, question 1. What card game uses a board and pegs to keep score?
Cribbage.
Yes! In what
Hooray!
four-player
Wait,
card
who are
game?
you asking?
Kyle gets the easy ones.
Oh, all in a row. I
All
see.
the easy
Yeah.
ones.
Okay.
Okay.
So, in what 4-player card game is the term dummy commonly used?
Fucking Uno.
Wait,
Bridge.
Bridge.
wait, Kyle, you got the easy one.
Yes.
Oh, that one.
I don't know. I'm
I don't know card games.
I don't know card games
feel like
either,
I
so I'm
screwed up
gonna
too.
go.
Okay. So, sorry for that one. We'll go back to easy. In chess, this piece can only move in an L shape.
It's a horse.
Oh, no.
That's
it's
correct.
the knight.
Okay, so he's 1 and 3.
Yes, 1 and 3.
Wait, no, I said a horse.
No, it's the knight.
horse.
He's right though.
No, it's the knight.
It's the horse.
It's a horse.
Michael? In this game, players take turn calling shots at the other player's ships.
Battleship.
Yes.
How was that not on the easy list? What the fuck? What is this game? It's rigged.
In this game / sport, at least 1 foot must be kept on the floor at all times.
Twister?
Actually, kind of, but dodge.
Well, I mean,
Billiards.
Okay.
Really? Actually, you have to
I've never played billiards.
Well, because you can't just lean over the table a whole bunch.
I think your answer was equally as valid.
Yeah,
I've played pool, not billiards.
yeah, no, I thought his was accurate too.
Okay. So this is also not easy. This is moderate, but the casino game 21 is also known as
Blackjack.
What? That's what's that medium? That's baby.
that's medium according to
John, you gave me an answer for bridge. Where was that one on that one?
I'm winning.
Fuck. No, I said horse. We're tied.
So
Goddamn.
God damn.
Michael is now winning.
No. He's not.
No, you didn't say that.
You said horse.
He said horse.
I like horses.
So, Argo. In bingo, what number is represented by the phrase two little ducks?
What?
Wait, what?
In bingo, what number is represented by the phrase two little ducks?
44.
22.
Oh, okay, I was close. I was pretty sure it was 2 the same.
How are you close?
4 sounded. It looked little ducks with the beaks.
He said 2 numbers are the same.
2 is the beak.
Say 2 numbers.
What?
At least
2
you didn't
is a
say-
beak.
Yeah.
No, they don't. No, 4. It comes down to the point.
No.
No, not the 2 upright fours.
No, not like who does those? That's football.
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 No, that's a pointy 4.
Okay, so
question.
Next question. How many suspects are there in Clue?
6.
Yes.
Correct.
So you're tied with Kyle.
I mean, I still like horses.
All right. Well, can I get this?
Last question is, what game uses a doubling cube?
Doubling cube.
What? I think I know.
What the hell is a
Probably wrong.
doubling?
This is a game that you know, but probably don't know how to play.
I want to
Doubling cube. A cube that doubles?
answer.
You know of this game, but you probably don't know how to play it.
Oh, what is the doubling cube?
Why did I drink that again?
I was wondering why you did that.
Because it's there.
I'm not gonna get this one. I'm gonna say if it's doubling cube.
Can I guess?
The game? No.
No, he just his
give me my
question.
moment. The game is poker.
No,
No.
Okay.
I would have
Michael.
guessed Yahtzee.
it's backgammon.
Oh,
Yeah, yes, I know it.
I've never
and
played that one.
It's got like the red and the black like triangle thingies,
Yeah.
which are like ducks, like a 4.
No.
Yeah. Ducks are
No,
like
ducks are
fours.
like 2s.
No, ducks are not like those stupid. Duck. No, that's a goose. They're goose. and
Geese are closer to 2s.
Yes, close. You agree? Okay, good. So I get a point.
Nope, Michael wins.
I am the trivia
Hey,
master.
I tied with Kyle because he.
Because he said horse.
Fuck! I said you know what I meant.
Kyle's the joke.
Okay, yeah.
Piece on the board is literally a fucking horse.
All right, so
It's a rook, not a castle.
All right, if we're gonna let that go, well, I said poker, I meant backgammon.
So everyone wins.
Yeah.
No, it's Michael.
Oh.
Okay. Anyways, so I do have some questions from the audience. I did ask this, and maybe that's a patron or a Twitch sub or a supporter on Discord. And the first person we have is Soulkitty asking the question time to show everyone's age, Michael. I added some context.
Yeah,
Wait,
a little bit.
is the question what age are you?
No.
Okay, good.
And we've talked
I'm a
about
young
this
man.
one before, but do you remember a TV show on PBS called Wishbone?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we said that.
If you do, what was your favorite episode / story from it?
Robin Hood.
Scarlet Letter.
I was probably going to say Robin
Or not
Hood.
Scarlet Letter, Purloined Letter.
I am the
Real
only
letters.
one here who didn't watch Wishbone. I feel like
You're too old.
It's fun. That's fine.
Yeah, he was too poor for PBS.
His rabbit ears were expensive, man.
I like the Robin Hood one because his little outfit, it was cute,
His
and
little
then he had the little bow,
Yes, he had the tiny little bow.
and it was good.
was
Yes, I would say I would very much agree that
I didn't
Robin
have
Hood.
to watch PBS when I was a kid because my family stole cable. But you could do that back in the day.
I was too rich for Ren and Stimpy.
Too rich for Ren and Stimpy. What does that
Cartoon
even
Network?
mean?
I was too poor. No,
That was Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually the only time I ever watched any of that, like Mr. Science Theater. I loved that show, but the only time I could actually see it was when I went to my grandma's because we just didn't have it or anything.
Yeah. Same thing with like
Red Green.
oh no, Adult Swim. It's always at my cousin's house that I would go watch that. We would watch until like 3 a.m.
Adult Swim
Oh.
didn't exist until I was an adult.
Yeah, I was 14 when that started.
Oh yeah, I was definitely
Kyle.
Adult Swim.
Home movies.
Adult Swim, yeah.
No, but you would watch it when we were like 10.
Yeah, Kyle, you're like
You're a young boy.
Young
You small.
Child.
You very small.
You're a child.
Small child who doesn't remember the Brat
Yeah, we would
Show.
watch. We would watch Adult Swim because that was the only thing that was
Yeah.
on late at night when we were all up high on caffeine.
I very much got in trouble in high school for staying up till 1 a.m. to watch Cowboy Bebop. I remember that very definitively.
I remember actually I got in trouble once because I had a sleepover and we woke up in the middle of the night to go play video games on the computer, and I think it was like Command and Conquer. And
the generals or
I can't remember.
better
No, I
than
think it was the original.
Yeah.
Command and Conquer's bad for
Command and Conquer
you
Generals.
can't
was
give
the
me
best.
shit for playing the original when the others didn't exist.
No, the Command and Conquer Generals is better though.
Yeah,
It
but
doesn't make I ain't going to the future.
Your childhood was ruined by being old.
No, I was young. I was too young.
I played Age of Empires 1 until Age of Empires 2 came out. Now I still play Age of Empires 2.
No, I played.
4 is pretty decent.
I played the.
It's fine.
It's less.
3 is even
Garbage.
less.
3 is
Yeah,
bad.
3 is garbage.
No, I played the original Command and
campaign
Conquer
was
and
4 is-
Warcraft.
4 is pretty.
The original Warcraft, original Command and Conquer. Like that was.
Warcraft 3 online multiplayer match, whatever the fuck somebody came up with, was the best timing.
Okay, yeah, Zoomer. I'm talking Warcraft 1.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
Warcraft
no, I'm
3.
not talking WoW. We're talking like.
I'd rather be
pre-league days
sailing.
by like 5 years. That was the good shit.
No, that was like. Actually, the first computer we had wasn't. It didn't have a hard drive. It was a 5 1/4 floppy, and it had also 2 cartridge bays on the front of it. And so, if we wanted to play a game, we would pull out what kind of looked like a memory card from the N64. And you would take that, and it had like Jumperman, and you would shove it into the slot in the front of the computer, and that would be to load the
So
game.
the first game I ever remember playing was called Boxman. You moved boxes.
I remember playing Oregon Trail. The
Wow, that is
original
still
Oregon Trail.
like the 10 years after the games I'm talking
The
about.
second game I ever remember playing is Doom.
Oh, that can run on the same computer.
Yes.
My
remember-
second game was Battlefield 1940.
I do remember playing Wolfenstein 3D for the first time and thinking PC gaming is the only kind of gaming I ever want to do.
I used to do all that, like the super old ones and like the old Command and Conquer and stuff, but that was only because that was the computer we had. Then for a very long time, I was 100% console. I didn't touch PC again until 2008, 2009.
Let me tell you about Sierra games.
Yeah.
No, don't get
We
started.
did play through a couple of games.
No, the Gabriel Knight was, that was fun playing through that one.
Game Boy.
Game Boy.
Hey, but yellow.
Pokemon Blue.
Pokemon Blue. Yeah, Blue is the best one.
I think actually,
yes.
I think Silver is actually the best Pokemon. game.
No, I played Blue and then I played Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah, I did. I went.
Ooh.
There you go.
That's a downgrade quality.
It's the same game.
I went from blue to sun.
Wow, that's fucked up.
That was a big jump.
That was a big jump.
I played blue, yellow, and I haven't touched Pokemon since.
I do want.
I played Silver, and then that was such a good game and was so well done that I've just never touched it again. I didn't need to.
No,
I had
so
Pokemon. That was it.
I'm curious, maybe not with the new, like Violet and stuff, the brand new ones came out. There's a lot of bugs, but I've still heard it's a very fun game, even with the bugs. I'm looking forward to whenever the next system comes out where they can actually have like processing to do it properly. I'm looking forward to see what they can do. Because now that they're actually like going into open world, I think that's super cool.
I don't think it has to do with the hardware. I think it has to do with Pokemon literally being creatively bankrupt.
Well, it's because they have to come out with a game every year.
Yeah,
Well,
That's how you become creatively bankrupt.
I just
By not
like-
properly spacing out your game.
You take an animal, you take an appliance, you merge them together.
That's not
a new Pokemon.
smart. That's not how Pokemon was
You
in
don't
Silver.
even need an animal.
Well, because they still
You
had.
take a ring of keys.
That's a
That's
Pokemon.
Yeah,
You know
it's
that
like-
pile of garbage? We had Grimer. Why not a pile of garbage? Like a trash bag, like a plastic one made from IKEA.
I like when they're like, this one, look, it's an ice cream cone. Like, people invented ice cream cones. How did that thing come to be? How did evolution decide that an ice cream cone was a beneficial trait?
No, the lore has changed. Ice cream cones were before humans.
Ah, yes, from the beginning of time.
And
Upon the invention of fire.
the motorcycle
Praise
Pokemon
Arceus.
was also invented before motorcycles or
Yes,
bikes.
They're the cause of greenhouse gases.
The whole the whole reason why the world is drowning in the ocean is because of these stupid motorbike Pokemon sucking
Yes.
down E85.
According to the lobbyists.
No, it's all coughing's fault.
It's true.
Just
He is
spewing
he is an
greenhouse gases and poison.
coughing and wheezing, both.
He can spew the greenhouse gases,
they didn't
but he has
start
to.
murdering some of these Pokemon.
What did he do? What did he consume that
He
left
didn't-
the gases?
Air.
Fresh fruit.
Fresh fruit.
Air and food.
Yes.
He eats watermelons.
Yes, fresh fruits and watermelons and all those leafy greens.
Everybody knows the,
In,
he
in,
loves it.
the, in the new Pokemon games,
I can't say nothing against coughing because I know if I consume enough leafy greens, I can start producing like certain gases.
Okay, we don't
destroy
need
the
to hear about
ozone
that.
layer.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
I was just gonna say. Never mind. It's not worth it.
What I'm getting at is I'm a Pokemon.
Michael made it weird.
Catch
Okay.
me.
So the next question we have is from NullenVoid, who asks, what would be your test for a Vault-Tec Vault B?
Ooh, I like that one actually.
I like
Yes.
that
So
one.
for those that don't know, Vault-Tec was the company that made the vaults in Fallout, and each of them tended to be a test on the human species to
Yes,
try to
society.
make to fix the mistakes and be ready for any potential problem in the future. But usually they were human experiments that were horrendous. So.
The maniacal side has to come out.
It's
yeah.
hard to think of one that wasn't actually in one of the games.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like I
one
know-
of the easy ones.
I feel like I know John's.
No, mine would be I'd leave the door open, but
Yeah.
you would tell everyone, yeah, the door is open. You can leave anytime you want,
But if you open it, you're all gonna die.
but no one can ever come in.
Yeah, they had a vault like that in Fallout. It was a necro city because everybody turned to ghouls because the door was open.
Oh, you have like a force field keeping the radiation out.
I'd
You'd open it after 50 years.
I actually like the thought of like in the all of the games because Bethesda couldn't be bothered are all like near the surface level.
Yeah.
But like, what if the vault was not just like near the surface? What if it was deep within the earth?
Yeah,
and then
West
when
Virginia, in a mine.
but like when you the vault experiment was you blow up the entrance and then you see if those people can figure a way out because it will take you like
Well, a lot
they
of
have
huge amounts of time.
They didn't need to blow up the entrance. They could just have vault doors that never opened, which they did.
Yes, but I mean, saying that you were so deep, and then even if the door opened, that you would have to work your way out. Like,
What was the name of the guy?
you have to figure your way
What was
out.
the drug lord that like dug his like the tunnel, like Escovez or something?
In Fallout 4?
No,
in real
like in real life.
Oh, Pablo Escobar?
Yeah.
No.
Like you
Not
just
Escobar, the
give
El Chapo.
yeah, sure.
El Chapo's not-
yeah,
yeah.
so you just give everybody in the vault a spoon, and see how long it takes them.
I mean, like that. It's basically.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, yeah.
But the hole has to be covered with this poster.
Yes.
Yeah, if I
Just dig a big hole and then put
Yeah, I
people
don't
in.
know.
if I had a vault, I would make it the game show vault, and everybody would be trained to act as if everything is a game show. And so I'd be like, "Welcome to Vault 75. Come on down."
You would have people who would just their
Everything's-
enthusiasm would just run out, and
No, they're forced to.
yeah, but their
it's the
enthusiasm
happy.
would run out, and then they'd just be taken out back
that-
behind stage and shot.
Yeah.
What's that game that came out a while ago that was really not well received because it was poorly done? But it's the one where you take the happy pill and then you're like everybody's happy.
We Happy
and
Few?
We happy
Yep.
few. Thank you.
I thought the first
that is a
half of
vault.
that game was
Yeah.
good. The first half of that game was
Well, like,
Oh,
if you
Is
the first
British.
15 minutes ish.
very British.
No, British.
British.
I'm saying the first 15 minutes of that game were solid, but the rest of it was garbage.
It does draw out a bit.
But if you were like going into a vault and like when you're in the game and you're going through the vaults, there's somebody where you're like, oh, I kind of feel bad for these people. But if everybody you walked up to was as happy and pleasant as the worst game show host could possibly be,
Yeah.
and like just everything was super exciting, and they're like, who are you? Oh, welcome! Like, well, you could win a brand new vault.
But what happens if they aren't happy?
Well, they probably killed him already.
Yeah, they're taking
Yeah.
out
Oh, they
back.
already killed it. They only got the compliant one.
They got to go behind door number 2.
It's a suicide booth from Futurama.
I can't think of one, but my favorite vault in any of the games was just the drug vault, where they had a bunch of recovering drug addicts in a vault. And then 5 years after the vault was closed, they just opened up this huge area filled with drugs. Let them go at it. See what happens.
Well,
It
is the end of the world. I can understand, like, why would you hold back at that point?
Well, because they all killed each other over the drugs. That's
Yeah.
why. So there's a limited amount.
So the one guy's just walking down the hall, and then suddenly the wall opens up. He's like,
Well, I mean, you can morph that question into what is the most memorable vault you know of in the series, and I think
Gary.
Oh, well, Gary is the big
Gary.
one. But I still think that the one where the plants,
That one is
the
cool.
biological plants got out of control. They started to transform people, but there were still people living underneath it that you needed to flood them out or something to turn the power back on. I
remember.
I still remember the one.
The plant one was
Most of the
very
vaults,
memorable.
Most
And
of the vaults were memorable in some way.
the New Vegas vaults were really good. Same with Fallout 3. Fallout 4, I didn't play a whole lot of, to be honest.
Yeah, you
Was
did
it
not.
the Deathstalkers that were in the vault,
I was not
where
enthused
you
by
just
the
had the story about some child was bit today?
Well, the Deathclaw vault is in Fallout 2.
No, not the Deathclaw vaults. The Deathstalker, like the snake dingo hybrid.
Oh, yes, that was in Fallout New Vegas.
New Vegas, but they came from
The Chimera
big
Vault.
MT.
Yeah,
The Chimera Vault was very good because that one was that is a top. I don't remember that one off the top of my head though.
It's so memorable, I forgot about it.
Well, it's that's not the one that I think of when I think of New Vegas vaults.
no, they go through it, and it's not so much something horrible happened with the society or with the test. It's there's something in here. Oh God, there's something in here.
Well,
there's no one left because there's something in here.
Well, wasn't it like one of the cats that got
Yes.
that ate something or something happened to the cat?
Yeah,
and then
one
it
of the
turned into
cats
a
got-
chimera, and then it bit somebody, and then that person started to mutate, and then the cat kept biting people.
yeah,
That fucking cat.
stupid cat.
The single most memorable vault for me in New Vegas, specifically, was the one where every year they had to elect somebody to be sacrificed,
Yep.
and they kept electing one person after another until they got down to only 5 people in the vault, and they were like, "We're not doing it anymore. We don't care what happens. Kill us. We're done." And then the vault's like, "Congratulations, you chose not to kill anybody. The vault door is open. You can leave at any time." And there's only 5 people left. So 4 of them just commit suicide. Because they're just
Yep.
and the only one who walks out is the guy who greets you at the start of the game. The doc.
Which
It's fun.
I wasn't
Depressing.
I wasn't at all enthused that he was.
He was the only one who left that vault.
Well, I know, but the tie-in is kind of, I don't know. It's
It's a pretty random vault. It's not part of the main story. You can find the vault he came from.
yeah, but the fact that he's the one who starts the game, but he also came from this vault, really it bothered me a
Well,
little bit.
that's why he has a vault suit to give you.
I know, but
Yeah.
it still bothers me.
It's a stretch to say, oh yeah, this random guy who was the only survivor of his own vault. Yeah, he just showed up.
He's a doctor now.
Well, it's not a huge stretch when you realize that he probably received an education inside the vault that a lot of people outside the vault
But I don't
get.
care. It's still dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, before we get different from that topic, we can go to the next question here.
Yeah.
So Bus Filming Pone asks, what was your favorite childhood cartoon?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I actually know the answer to that. The Digimon Season 3.
Just
What?
specifically.
I love Digimon Season 3. That's the one where they were like in the real world, but I loved the way that they merged it in.
I do.
It was so good. I loved Digimon Season 3. I've seen it so many times. If I found that on DVDs, I would pick it up. I loved it. I think I have a ripped copy of it from like years and years ago still.
I think when I was a kid, the one, and we kind of brought it up a little bit earlier, was Ren and Stimpy, only because my parents could not believe that show was on Nickelodeon. Because my parents would be watching Ren and Stimpy as I was watching it, be like, what is this on? What is happening? Like, don't worry, Mom.
It's on Nickelodeon.
So it's fine. And that was enough of a reason for her to be like, okay, I guess.
You could have
Nickelodeon.
give her any
I
reason.
don't like it.
Your mom doesn't care.
She kind of did care
I
about
assume
Ren.
that you're-
She did.
yeah.
She did have a moment with Ren and Stimpy. Like,
So if
should I be letting you watch this?
I like
Yeah.
that your mom, it would be like, if it was your decision to watch that, she'd be like, you can't watch that. But if it was her decision, she'd be like, yeah, you can watch the horror movies. Like, it's going to be hilarious.
I remember like midnight sitting up with her as a child and her like, let's find a cartoon. And the only cartoon that was running at midnight on cable television was MTV Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, no.
And we just watched the two of them beat a frog back and forth at midnight. And like, this is fun. And she's watching it at a certain point she did go, no.
So your mom was YouTube, where it's like, it's cartoon. That's made for kids.
Yes, exactly.
Beavis and Butthead was a thing when it existed at that time. Any period of time outside of that, it is not good.
They did just have a movie.
I know.
Yeah, but
I'm very aware. It's not good.
Yes.
Beavis and Butthead was
It gave-
Adult Swim in 1999.
But Beavis and Butthead,
Yeah.
Beavis and
That's
Butthead
it.
did give us something that was good though.
King of the Hill.
He gave us King of the
Gave
Hill.
us King of the
did.
Hill, which was
That
much better.
That was I feel like that took some of the stupid and watered it down and then just added some more realistic.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It
I like
added,
it.
added clarity
Even though
and
it's
context to everything.
Propane. It had propane.
Yeah, clarity and
Also gave
context.
us,
Propane accessories.
Propane is clear and it has context.
It's clean burning.
Positive context.
Propane has context.
Propane and propane
Propane and
context.
protein context accessories.
And Gil would agree.
Yeah. Did it also give us Darla, or there were others.
Did it give us Darla? Darla is like the personification of the 90s.
Yeah, that's-
like Gen X culture.
That's a
what that
precursor
is.
to Mod.
Is that your cartoon?
No, I've never seen an episode.
Oh no.
I've seen Darla.
But what is your cartoon then, John?
I'm kind of split between Looney Tunes, which has my favorite episode of any cartoon ever, and Courage the Cowardly Dog Show.
the Cowardly Dog,
Starring Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
See, okay, so you're right on my wavelength because my two, and I don't think I could pick them.
I can understand having
I could not
fun.
pick them out of a bag, but it would be Courage the Cowardly Dog
Yeah.
because that was. It just
Iconic.
blew my mind as a child. Like
cats.
That show was so different than
was
every
good.
other show.
It was good.
Just,
It was really good.
It was
Artistic.
It really was. It was brilliant and it was artistic. But then you go the opposite to Ed, Ed and Eddie.
That was a good one too. Though.
I appreciate that show not only because I love Big Jim and that was kind of his
Yeah.
like baby.
Plank.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good show. I used
Ed,
to have
Ed
it.
and Eddie was one of those shows where you caught the show as it was maybe doing a rerun because it aired before I really even got able to watch any sort of cable.
Yeah.
You are a baby. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's a
my
baby
family
Kyle.
didn't have cable, and I had no friends who had cable, so I could never watch it.
You should have stolen it like my family did.
Well, it wasn't the thing that we did.
No, we
Living in Kentucky.
It was easy. Just reconnect the wires that disconnected. Fun. It was a different time.
No, that
Eddie.
was. I had a TV at one point. Like my alarm in the morning was the TV would turn on, and it seemed like the two shows that at some point that I always remember being that were on at the exact time I needed to get up was Ed and Ed Eddie or Kids Next Door.
Oh, Kids Next Door was also really good.
Because
it wasn't quite as
like
good.
if I had to turn on to news or some random other show, I wasn't going to stay up. But when like something like that came on, like you'd always have like the one eye open and you'd wake up enough and you're like, okay, I'm up now.
Wait a second.
I watched a lot of Dexter's Laboratory and Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home for Imaginary
I think
Friends.
Samurai Jack was also
Cow
my
and Chicken.
top. It is my top 3. Samurai Jack, Ed, Ed, Eddie.
Samurai Jack was fun, but nothing from Samurai Jack compared to the final season of Samurai Jack. The final season, you can watch just that.
I don't
really
enjoy
The little
it.
deer creature with the like telekinesis
But-
antlers.
Michael can't say Samurai Jack for his because it came out in his 30s.
Yeah.
It's true.
It did. It was old.
Kind of actually, it's re-released. I think in his 30s.
I was definitely in my 20s when Samurai Jack was running.
Well, yeah, but when the re-release came out, when it started making more episodes again,
Oh, what, the final season?
whenever the more came out, that you were in your 30s then.
Oh, yeah, I was in my 30s.
So
Yeah, but when Looney Tunes first started coming out, that was when Michael was young.
Steamboat Willie was Steamboat
Oh my
Willie
God,
was his
he's on the
favorite.
Steve Buscemi.
Oh no! Hello, fellow children.
Hello, fellow kids.
Yoinks and away!
But otherwise, that was all I had for audience questions. So I think we got through everything.
Hooray.
We do have a lot of glasses in front of us, though. So what did we
lot.
drink? John, what did you bring?
Cans and
Juice.
Well, John, you brought a mixed drink that we had beforehand.
I made what was it called?
It was a white thing.
Fireball.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It was Fireball and
Rum chata.
chata.
It mixed with little ice. It was actually really good. And you had a little bit of the sugar in there.
Sugar. There's cinnamon sugar on the top.
Sugar on there.
Things, yeah.
Was that cinnamon sugar or just sugar?
Cinnamon,
cinnamon
and
sugar.
Okay, yes, you have your plate of ice that you dumped there.
That looks horrific now, actually. That looks awful.
Is bad.
Yeah, it looks like what's in the cup.
It was really, really
I would
good.
pour it into this glass, but that would spill.
but
But other than that, I also brought a bookmobile and
So the Bookmobile is a sour. I don't think anybody had one. Oh no, you had one.
I did.
How was it?
I will have to try one.
I liked it.
I have not had
Is
it
a
yet.
milk a smoothie sour?
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah, sour beer that's really kind of smooth.
Says blueberry, raspberry, strawberry, and grape.
And that's from what's the
Wild
brewery
Mind.
Oh, Wild Mine,
Wild Mine Brewing. Okay.
And I also brought a stout.
which I did drink one of those.
That was this one. This was the Enmolada Mole Stout Uno Pint. Ladana. I don't know if that's brewed and packaged by Ladana Serval something. Okay,
Spanish.
They're definitely Spanish until it says that they're in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very far from
there
many
are-
Spanish-speaking countries.
Pretty far.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
I was hesitating to say Mexicans, but they probably emigrated here from Mexico, not directly from Spain.
It is a shorter route.
Especially considering mole is a Mexican.
Yes, very much so.
All right.
Well, I mean, I brought the most important drink on the
Oh,
table.
yeah, juice.
You
juice.
Oh, no,
you brought the wood lacquer.
There's still some in there, Kyle.
I really don't need that. No, I mean the rest of my drink is over there with John's.
Why are
Yes.
you pouring yourself more?
because it's a waste of like
Oh,
20
no,
cents.
it was $1.88. So I brought another juice can. If you all remember, a couple of podcasts ago, juice. We had the black raspberry one where somebody said literally, "This shit is stank ass." On a YouTube comment.
Yeah, so we went and looked up because it said, I think it was on the, no, it does say back here.
There's a
It says-
QR code on that bit.
It's
for
a
the
QR code.
website to its YouTube.
And you go to
channel.
YouTube and it has like 200 views for
It's not good.
It was
for whatever.
the one we had last week, which is described as the worst of all of the juice flavors.
Yes.
Yeah, was actually not as bad as this one.
This one is skank.
It is
About
skank.
it's
It's wood
delicious.
lacquer.
It's malt. It's a malt liquor screwdriver. And if you know anything about malt liquors or screwdrivers, you know that both of those things do not mix and do not mix well.
No.
But I'd
So
they have a Twitter called Team Juice.
Team Juice.
There's their Twitter.
everybody needs to go to Team Juice right
have
now. All
almost-
14 of you need to go to teamjuice.com.
Are we fighting for a sponsorship? Because we could probably get it.
Us talking shit about their product.
All you can drink. So 2 cans.
We'll drink nothing
Oh
but
my
juice
God.
every
No,
podcast.
no, not even then.
Kyle, can you guess how many followers they have on Twitter?
I'm gonna guess
4?
504.
I'm guessing 4.
Higher.
Higher than
1,020.
4?
More.
1,050.
It can't be much more.
I don't know. What's their follower count?
9,700.
What?
9,730.
People like cheap booze.
9,700 people like this garbage?
They tweeted 6 days ago for
What?
New Year's. And they're talking about a countdown to 2023, and they show the BlackBerry.
Is it juiceness?
the new holiday.
Yeah, spreading a little holiday cheer this year, and it's just juice.
I mean, if you need alcohol and you don't have any money,
Hey, I love this one. Good Santa, bad Santa. The juice is loose this season. And it's the screwdriver.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Wait, is that good or bad?
I don't know.
Okay.
So,
So Argo brought nothing. Michael, what did you bring?
I did bring
He brought some
stuff. I brought. Apparently, actually, I didn't even finish this. I brought it's Clown
Pecan
Shoes. From Clown Shoes Beer.
You didn't bring that. It was already here.
No, I brought it this afternoon.
lives here.
It's Clown Shoes. It's a pecan pie porter with bourbon, vanilla bean, pie flavors, natural flavors. But it is a little stronger than 8%. I very much like it.
got a
It's a limited run, though.
It's got a picture of Genghis Khan eating pie.
Yes, he is wearing a Clown Shoes shirt, apparently. That's a lot of pie. Holy crap.
Yes, it's a pie
a
eating
lot of pie.
contest.
But I also brought the ones you guys have right there, the Fireside.
oh, you brought that
which
one?
is good.
Man,
I
Yeah,
like it a lot.
it's kind of a smoky.
Ridge.
It's a smoky, darker lager with it says cinnamon on there, which normally I assume is going to be a little strong. It's very minor. All that basically means it feels like there's like that little tingle, and that's it. But no, my favorite part about that though is the can.
It says
can does
toasty
look
layers.
pretty.
And
of
it's really
flavor.
pretty.
It's fall.
Well, it's using it has the
fine.
Duluth Bridge. It has the tent.
It's the
camping,
colors.
It's
Blue,
the coloring.
I love blue and orange, and that's my
It's like, it's like every movie poster from the 2010s.
yeah, it's very
It's
pretty.
very relaxing.
But it was very pretty. I think those are the only two I brought then. So, Michael, what did you bring?
Toasty
I
layers of
brought
flavor.
the Indeed Honey Noir. I think we've had that down here before. It's just a pretty decent standard booze over there.
Who
I
brought the
also-
skull?
This,
Michael too.
the Before I Die, I brought this one. It's a decent craft lager. It's very Minnesotan.
I wouldn't count that one as a good one.
So this one is
It's basic.
It's funny
basic
because it is colored the Vikings colors and is called Before I Die, which is a joke on the fact that the Vikings have never won the Super Bowl.
Which we
And
have.
my favorite.
No, we've been to.
You've been to 4 times.
Oh,
Never won.
actually, yeah, you're right.
But my favorite is normally in the back, they always say like craft lager, and then they do like the 3 words with
Nutty,
the little
malty,
vertical lines.
sweet.
Yeah, like those. And it's 3 notes are let's win and won.
For God's sake.
It's like, what does this thing taste
Before
like?
I die.
Like, I don't care. Just drink it, please. We need to do something. I appreciate the packaging.
I would say this is a pretty run-of-the-mill lager. There's
It's a
nothing.
very run of the mill.
There's nothing special about it. It's just beer.
Well,
I
welcome
didn't-
to the Vikings.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
It's not bad. It's fine.
I found it to be bland and unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Yes.
You're gonna
This
remember
is
this
the
forever.
blandest thing I've ever had. I'm never gonna forget this.
No,
It was
I would.
so bland. Though.
If
I'll never forget
if you
it.
want beer, you could do worse. That's basically
It's like a malt liquor.
Yeah,
Chicago
you-
likes it.
no.
You
It's
didn't
better
have the
than
juice.
that crap.
Okay, I like malt. If you gave me like a nutty
This is
malt
malt.
drink,
You finished that. Why do you keep drinking that? Here, take some of mine.
no, you put your mouth on that. Well, now I feel like this is okay.
Oh God! Stop it! No, stop drinking
No.
the juice.
No,
Yeah, too.
Okay,
Oh, this is dangerous.
no, that's we're not gonna have.
We already have a danger glass.
glass. There's one of these glasses we have has a chip in it. John dumped it to danger glass. Anyways, that is all we got today. So thank you for hanging out. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. So Michael, what is your word for this day?
Jawbreaker juice.